Hey guys, it's operations time over here. You ready for a long one? This is going to be quite the video here. I figured, you know what? I was looking through YouTube and there was just, there's just so many. I hate short videos. I hate shorts, you know, kind of that thing. And there's not a lot of, you know, good old, you know, start to finish, long session sort of operating things, you know, where you get a little bit of behind the scenes here and all that stuff. So I figured that's what I'm going to do right now. That's why we're kind of pulled back here in our view. And I'm going to take you through the entire process here, selecting what I'm going to be switching, you know, the car cards, you know, a little bit of everything here. So let me get I got the camera up on the tripod over here. We're going to move over. And I've already decided I'm going to be running the ST40T-2. Let me set you back down over here. We're going to get a nice big view here. And we're going to take a look at Huntington Beach because I figured what the heck, that's what we're going to switch out here. But we got to kind of initially figure out what are we going to be switching out over here. So I think I'm just going to start at it here now. We got reliable lumber over here, and you can see, I'm going to make sure you can see the cards. Yeah, you can see I've got my card cards right here. So the first thing we're going to do is just set up what's going to get picked up over here, right? So I'm taking a look. I'm going to say these two guys are getting picked up, so I'm going to rotate these two cards for these two guys right here over to West Colton, and that will signify that you know, we're picking these guys up. I think we're going to do Jack surfboards too. That's those two, so I'm going to switch those around. Yeah, this is going to be a nice long video, so grab your favorite drink there and everything, and get ready, because we're going to go through the whole process over here. Now, I don't think I'm going to switch anything out over here, because then that'll be like a 5-hour video. But we're going to do soundtracks, which is the card there in the background. So I'm going to swap that one around, and then finally, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't want to do anything over here. I think we're going to come all the way down here to the end. Let's see, I got to make sure you can actually see everything. All the way down there to Samford and Sons. And maybe we'll do one gondola. So I'm just going to grab, whatever. I'll grab the first one over here. I'm going to swap him out. Now, the way Samford and Son works is that they get scrap metal comes in, you know, they shred it all up, they put it into the cars and take it away. So right up here I've got my my loads for the scrap cars. So I'm just going to put this into the one we're going to be picking up. All right, there, like that. All right, so we kind of sort of settled in. We're going to be doing, let's see, 2 box cars there, box car there, so 3 box cars, a gondola, and our 2 little wood cars right over here. So now we're going to scoot all the way over to here. And like I said, we're going to take the SD40. Let's see how we can kind of do this where it makes sense and where you can see stuff. You're getting the sort of behind the scenes here. Here's everything I go through to, you know, get all this stuff happening. So now car cards here. You can just see I've got all the industries right here. It's separated by industry, and then all of the staging cars, which is everything up on top of the shelf there. So we said what, 3 box cars. And when I'll come over here, I should turn my screen around so I can actually see it from the opposite view here. Come on, flip over. Thank you. All right, there we go. So let's see. I come down to my little pile right here. I got 3 box cars. What I do is I actually put, when box cars come into staging, I'll put them in the back. So the first 3 box cars right here, they've been sitting in staging the longest, so they're going to go, right? We got our 3 box cars there. We got our center beam and our wood car and our gondola right there. That was easy enough. All right, we got those guys all picked out. I'm going to put them over here, and now I got to come over to all of the industry. Hey, hi. I'm never on camera, but there you go. All right, so now I've got all my industries right here. Now I know all of that's happening down in Huntington Beach and Samford and Son. There's Samford and Son gondola, so we'll grab one of those. I could put these guys away because now, let's see what we got. Surfer's Outlet is going to get 2 box cars, so there's one for there. It's a hopper. Gee. I think I got to print out some more cards. That's the one thing right here. Yeah, see, so I have too many hopper cars. I think when I printed these, I didn't do enough box cards, and instead I got hopper cars. So, all right, we'll do a hopper if I have one, which I don't. Let me see. No, I don't. All right, whatever. Okay, so they'll get, well, we'll make believe this says boxcar. Let's put it that way. Well, that's the way we'll get around it until I actually get around to printing stuff out. And then finally, Reliable Lumber is going to get center beam wood car and a bulk flat car is what I'm calling them. And then the last thing we had to do is get a card for soundtracks. They were getting a box car. There we go, right there. All right, keep these kind of in the industry order here. Put them away, and now we just got to stick our cards. Let's do this. I'll do it over here so you can actually see something here. Whoop, hold on. Told you it was going to be kind of a longish video here, but all right, there we go. So hopefully we can all get that on camera. So now we just stick everything into the proper spots here. So let's see here. We get a box car for soundtracks. That's one. We got the 2 other box cars are going to Surfer's Outlet, and again, this one, even though this one says hopper, it's a box car. So we shall put those 2 there. And then we got our gondola going to Samford and Sons. And then it's kind of a pain in the butt picking these guys up off of here. What do we got here? Bulk flat, that's that one. And center beam wood for Reliable Lumber there. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of keep them in this order. Actually, I'm going to put I'm actually thinking about the order of the cars when they arrive over there and how to do that. So I think I'm going to keep the gondola in the back. Then we'll do Reliable Lumber. Right, yep. Surfer's Outlet, 2 cars there, and soundtracks. I wonder if I should do these around the other way. Let me think about that. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so there we go. So we've already kind of pre-sorted our cars. So now I go up to my my stash of cars there in staging up top, and I start laying them out. Now normally, kind of what I would do is I would have a hauler sitting off here to the side, and I would just put the cars right over here and then run them around into the yard. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to pick them up and put them into the yard. So I'm going to back you up even farther here so you can see everything that's happening. I know this is going to be, I don't know how many people are going to watch this video, but this is the way I do it. So I got my cars, I got the order. Let's start sticking them in there. So let's see, Surfer's Outlet. Make sure I grab the right car, 710. And I'm just going to stick them on an empty track here in the yard. So they kind of like already came in on the hauler. There we go. All right, there's one. Should get this all fired up and going while I get these cars on there. Yeah, I've been looking at YouTube, just trying to find, people that are doing operations videos and stuff. There's a lot of guys that do you know, kits and building things like that, and sort of layout updates, you know, sort of like I do. But actual guys that are doing operations sort of from start to finish is kind of far and few between there. Which is why I figured, you know what, I'll go ahead and do this. And it's going to be a little bit of a different format here. Like, here's my wood. It's just a piece of wood. That's the wood car. Until I get a better load on there. We just put that there. Now the interesting thing is too, see these, I've got an empty one over in Reliable Lumber, and then I've got this one that has, you know, the plastic thing. Now people have, you know, said, oh, you can just cut the tabs, put some magnets in there so you can swap them out. What I do is I'll just swap the cars out. So the one thing I did before I turned the camera on was I went over there. This guy was sitting out there. I took him and kind of put him back into staging and swapped him with the empty one. So easier way for me to kind of rotate those two guys through without having to take the actual load off and on. All right, we got one more car, that's our gondola here, and it's the only gondola I have. So, easy enough. Come on, get on the tracks. All right, there we go. All right, so our hauler has run around through the layout, out of staging, out of a, you know, pseudo, say, West Colton, and has run out over here and put these guys on track 1, 2, 3, on track 5. So that's my track 5 down here. Whew, sip of coffee. All right. Now, like I said, I think we're going to be running the SD40T to do some switching here just for the heck of it. I got to put my little drop down bridge over here. Excuse the reach. All right, there we go. I'm going to make sure my tracks are lined up initially here just to get the locomotive on. And let's get it connected up. I'm using, what is it, Train Driver and my ESU cab controller, so I'm just connecting to the Wi-Fi over to the cab controller there. Yeah, an engine driver. There we go. We'll get that fired up. Get the layout turned on. And let us select our locomotive, which is the SP8494. Right there. Oh, by the way, I've kind of changed my preferred layout here for engine driver. I think this is the one I'm using. You know, a lot of people have said, oh, you should get the proto throttle and all that. And I'd really like to run one. I think the next time I go out someplace like Arnie's Train Shot, they probably have one over there that I can kind of play with or something like that. And just kind of try it out. I did the one I was using before, or the I should say the engine driver, you know, throttle arrangement here that I was using before had the little switching back and forth, you know, with your thumb. Excuse me. But what I found was actually I kind of prefer this, and it kind of more sort of goes one step closer towards the prototype, you know, where you do have to select forward and reverse. And you know, and then you kind of notch up, notch down, that sort of thing. So I'm kind of settled in on that one for right now. All right, let's see here. What are we going to do? We're going to get our brakes on, and let's get her fired up. Now, if I really want to get fancy, I can get my little apron on right here. I'm not going to, because I'm actually wearing my sweatshirt, as you can see, and it has a pocket, so I can take all my cars and you know, stick them in my pocket here. I'm not sure if you saw that on camera. All right, brakes off. Let's get a little bell going, a little horn. All right, enough bell there. Engineer Rick, as usual. All right, so off to Huntington Beach we go. We just gotta grab our line of cars. Get on out of here. You can hear one of my other locomotives there. That's the other SPs over there. Over in Cerritos, or not Cerritos, over in Orange behind me, making a racket. I might just silence him. I know I mentioned in the other video that I had changed CV1, I think it was 114 or is it 113? I can't remember. The one that controls the sort of auto mute, I'm going to call it, right? So it's set to 0, and if you leave it at 0, it's kind of turned off. If you set it to say 1, it's like 1 second. So you can set it to, you know, whatever, 200, or whatever you want to set it to. But it basically tells the Tsunami 2, hey, shut down all the sound functions after 1 second, if that's what you got set, right? And so that way, like all the other UP locomotives you see right there, they're nice and quiet because they're all set up that way, except for my SP consist sitting back in Orange. Which, while we back up over here and grab our line of cars, let me show you what's happening over here. I'll do a little bit of a layout update here. I have been ballasting over here. The track over for what is this? FXI. So I've got like half of this track is already glued down and ballasted. You can see I've got my glue and all that stuff. Isopropyl alcohol. I've got the, see they've got the little hopper over there with the ballast in it. At least that's the way I'm running it. And I've been working on sidewalks over here. Just styrene, cut, painted, glued down over here. A little bit of patchwork done right there. So that's what's been going on over there. Oop, I think we're running into our train there. Let's settle down here. All right. Give them a little stretch, see if we got them all. Yep, looking good. All right, we're off. Let's get our little SP oscillating light on there. It's going to be a long video, I can tell already, just by my battery power. I don't know how long we've been going, but hey, you know what? A lot of people like those longer format videos. I do too. I like seeing an entire operating session, you know, how you set up for it, you know, what kind of happens behind the scenes and all that. Very nice. Yes, tunnel motors do local switching over here on my layout. All right, we'll watch this guy roll through here, then we'll head on into the interior and start getting to doing some work here. And I'm slowly notching him up sort of as we come out of the yard. All right, almost done. Come on, get over the little lift up over here. Let me pull the camera back. And we'll get that out of the way so we can get inside. Oops. There we go, hitting legs on things there. I'm gonna put you back here. This is gonna be like I said, I'm gonna try to do a little bit of a different video, different format here. A little behind the scenes. hopefully everything's good here. Yeah, I think it is. I just like blowing my horn. Kind of notching them down here a little bit, because we're gonna have to slow down to make our turn into Huntington Beach here in a second. Right there is good. I could really make it long and use my locks too, huh? What do you think? No, we won't go that far. All right. Checking my tracks over there, seeing if everything's looking good. All right, let me position the camera way back here. Oh, you can't see much over there yet, huh? We'll be coming around the corner here in a sec. Don't worry, we'll get better views here once we actually get to doing the switching right here. All right, so we'll just pull on through, and hopefully we can fit everything in here. Oh yeah, plenty of room here. I'll back you up a little bit more. We just stopped in front of the street right there. I just want to make sure I got enough room back here. Alright, so now we actually got to stop and think a little bit here. So, we're in here, and we know we're picking all of these guys up. So Jack's surfboards back there, those two box cars are going, and I think those are the first two. Let's take a look over here. So yeah, just the first two cars right here are these two guys. So I think, you know the way I run it right here. Yeah, that yellow one and the Santa Fe are the ones that are going to be coming out. I'm going to set the camera out. Let's see, like that. All right. I have found I'm constantly putting my cards sort of on the layout right here. I think what I'm going to do once I get permanent boxes, I might do some rails, you know, where you can kind of stick your cards down and whatnot, you know, onto the fascia there. But for right now, we'll do that. Yeah, okay, good enough. Just trying to kind of think ahead, see what I'm going to be doing here. So I think we'll disconnect over here. We'll do our runaround. First I got to grab the one bad skewer right here. Then we'll do our pickups. Right there is good. I can't wait to do my little fascia. I'm gonna move you around over here a little bit. There we go. That way you can actually kind of see a little bit more of what's going on over here. All right. Yeah, when I do my fascia manual throws, I won't have to keep reaching in and out like that. All right, we'll reverse it up here. Get our runaround done. And we're going to be running all the way back there. Over to the other end of the train. And then we'll start doing our switching. I should talk like and make more sense, shouldn't I? We're going to do our runaround. We'll connect up to the back side of our train we just came in. We got to pull them, well, there we go, perfect. And then we can shove back down in here, grab our two cars out of Jack's surfboards. Right there's good. I know, ain't got much of a view over here. Bring it in easy there. I'm still learning the best method, I should say. You know, I move those cars by hand, and I kind of shoved them a little bit too far right there. I'm still learning exactly when to hit the brakes, you know, kind of when to hit stop and all that stuff. So we do got to back it up just a little bit because we kind of ran over the turnout right there. You know what? We didn't get a good connection. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Yeah, stop. There we go. Well, I'm glad you didn't see that on camera. I did not get a good connection over there with the locomotive, so I had to kind of back it up and then back it back in. All right, let's see. We are in reverse. Let's pull back a little bit here, which is what I was hoping to do to start out with. Right there's good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera battery here. Alright, got a fresh battery in there and reposition the camera for you. A little bit of a different view looking down the line here. So we'll come backing up and grab our cars out of Surfer's Outlet. Let's see if I can do this right. I know. We're way over there, but I'm honking the horn anyway. Now, one of the things, I'm going to start slowing down here to get a good connection on our two cars right here. Right there. Yep, got the first one. Keep on going, grab the Boomer boxcar there in front of you. I think we got them. All right, reverse. Let's back on out of here. I was gonna say, we'll pull all these guys out and we'll get our two cars. We'll put them over on the main line right here. But yeah, what I was going to say is I know I'm running my, Southern Pacific tunnel motor here to do switching because, well, why not? But I'm slowly kind of building up my fleet of sort of the early 80s slash, just before the SP went under time frame. I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm going to be doing yet for the time frame. Maybe like 1980, maybe 79, I don't know. I know I've got the GP38 has got, the speed lettering, which I believe started kind of way at the tail end there, 82 or something, I can't remember even. Somebody mentioned it, and I know it I just don't remember it offhand right now. So I'm thinking of how to kind of do that. I might just leave it. I was thinking of, actually just reverting that guy back to his original Southern Pacific lettering there. Right there's good. But I kind of want to try to run, two different eras. So I'm going to have sort of the modern day UP with the graffiti and all that, crapola, which I'm not a fan of graffiti, but I modeled the modern day and that's just what it is. But I kind of want to do Southern Pacific sort of before all the graffiti and all that stuff. So I am building up my fleet. I still got to take stock of all the cars I currently have, because some of them sort of overlap in the two eras, meaning, there's cars that were running in 1980, let's just say 1982, that are still running around. But my goal, my sort of end state, is to have all cars, proper era and all that stuff for that Southern Pacific time frame, in the early 80s. And then I could set the whole layout up and just run Southern Pacific, And probably do that for a while. And then I would switch back. It wouldn't be that I'd have, all the cars mixed together sort of on the layout and running the same thing. I'd set the layout up to run SP 1982 and no modern day stuff on the layout, and probably run that for a couple months, do that sort of thing, and then maybe switch back and then run modern day, for a few months. Just kind of see how it goes. That's the plan, at least, that I've got kind of going on in my head. I'm always looking for, how to keep it interesting, how to keep, not get stale. That's why I'm always kind of trying to add on, and that's why we started doing our edition of the orange section, just to kind of have a little bit more variety going on. It's always interesting that I found that just making small changes kind of keeps you from getting stale. I think some of the guys, what was it, the second section podcast, somebody was talking about it. How do you get not burnt out or get bored? I find that just getting small changes, maybe a change in an industry, maybe a change in the way that you operate, the variety of industries is one way that I've been doing it for a while. Switching up, when you're doing your switching, you do a certain set of industries, but you don't always do the same ones. You do different ones, and then the switching and everything ends up being completely different. All right. Right there, perfect. trying to line these guys up at the doors right here. But yeah, so that's one way that I keep things kind of fresh, is vary the industries that I'm doing, that I'm switching. Also, just locomotives is another thing. So just switching with different locomotives, which is why I'm doing the tunnel motor today, because that's just a little different. It runs a little bit different. It's different size locomotives, different consists put together. Sometimes I've done switching where I'm just switching with 3 locomotives consisted together, and that gives you a little bit of that variety. All right, well, we got the first industry done over here. Let me bring you around over here. Okay, camera, not that much shaking. So, yeah, keeping things fresh. What else do I do? Well, different locomotives, like I was saying. The other thing is, I do have my Santa Fe units, and even though we run on a former SP, current UP, lines here, it's always fun to just try something a little bit different, have some fun with different cars like that. That keeps things, varied. And then, what was I going to say? I'm trying to get to a certain thing in my head. Oh yeah, well, the whole era thing, kind of switching up the era, switching up the different cars. That kind of gets me to, I'm buying cars again, which actually I did buy, like I said, this is what I was getting to. I did buy 2 SP cars, for the, 1980s, early 80s. I've got a couple of those cars coming in from Lombard Hobbies, and they had a sale on the SP cabooses. So I've got, I picked up one of those, so we're going to be running a caboose, and that's the other thing, yeah, that's what I was getting at. I do have the caboose for my Santa Fe. I've done that before, where I try to run with a caboose, and that makes it totally different, because you got to kind of drop the caboose off and, do all this, just a totally different operation. Even though you're maybe doing that one single industry, it runs quite a bit different. All right, let's back up over here again and take a quick look at our car cards right here. So we picked up our 2 cars right here. So I'm going to take them, put them back into the sort of the back of my pile right here, and we dropped off our. Hopefully you can see this. Dropped off our other 2 cars right here. So we'll take them out of the pile, stick them right there, and now we got to try to figure out what's next. Well. Soundtracks. They're getting this guy over here, and I think we're picking up a car over there. So let's reposition over here, and we'll watch that guy. I'll get you in a little bit closer here. There we go. Now, see, this is where it'd be nice to have sort of a little ledge or something like that to stick the cards in. But for right now, I'm just plopping them on the layout here. So I take a look at my car cards down here. We're picking up this guy back here and dropping off our BN car. So let's do that. Let's see, reverse brakes are off. We're heading in the right direction. Let's pull on back. So as always, we'll back out, come back into the industry over here. We'll grab our pickup, drop him off on the main line here, and then we'll drop that guy off. So yeah, I'd like to know, how do you guys keep yourselves from getting bored? I know, I think somebody was saying you take a break. Take a break and go do something else. Which I do also. So sometimes you're not just running trains 24/7, every single day, 7 days a week. you have your other hobbies or whatnot. So sometimes you just take a break, take a little breather. That helps too. I know it's been a little bit chillier over here in Southern California. And what I've been doing the last couple days is actually just flying my flight simulator. So I've been inside doing that instead of running trains here. And it kind of like reinvigorated me a little bit. I was looking forward and kind of thinking in my head about doing the next op session here and actually doing this video. Right there's good. Let's see, we get a good connection. Yes, we did. Now, soundtracks, even though there's 2 spots right here, I think I could fit a car in here, but I put all this kind of trash and stuff right here. So it's sort of like they only get 1 boxcar over here. You know, they're in Colorado anyway. This is just like, I don't know, maybe one of their little distributors or something. All right. Let's pull him out. But yeah, let me know what you guys do. Do you do any kind of weird things? Like I'm always switching around my operating method. You know, if you've been on my channel or you look back in my channel videos, it's been like 4 years or so. I've done a whole gamut. I've done, you know, switch lists. I've used JMRI. I've used, you know, rolling dice and coming up with my own little switch lists. And the latest is, you know, my little car card system. That's another way that I keep sort of motivated and interested, so that I don't get bored. Because just switch up your operation scheme. I guess that's another thing I do. That kind of keeps things interesting too, because you end up kind of, I don't know, you know, trying to figure out the new system and all that, or figuring out the new switch list, or the car cards, or you know, just even while, to be honest, I was playing around with slow it down, engineer Rick, there we go. Just playing around with engine driver. That's another way I keep from getting kind of bored. I figured I'll give that a try and run my trains, you know, using that instead of my regular ESU controller. As I get emails here. Right there is good. Now I know some guys are all into, you know, building buildings and all that stuff, so they do that. Which I haven't gotten to that yet, but I'm sure I will, because you know, my whole layout when I started it, I was trying to get it, and I think everybody kind of does the same thing. You know, they sort of get the base scenery down, and then they move on to another section, you know, so they don't get bored, and then they come back and do a little bit more scenery and stuff like that. Well, all of my little flats and buildings here, they're all just stand-ins. Those are the original buildings that I did when I first started the layout. And the whole theory about this was, you know, these are just you know, not poster board, but you know, kind of the foam board buildings, or foam board that just made sort of, you know, a little bit of 3-dimensional flats, and then just printed out some sidings and put them on there, with the whole intention being that I would come back and do proper buildings, you know, scratch built, you know, with styrene, and make them all pretty and all that kind of stuff. All right, we got our drop off done. Let me kind of bring you over here a little bit. Now, hey, let's see what we're going to be doing next. Well, actually, let's just pull out of the industry really quick, and We gotta do our car cards again. I was just talking about this, mentioning Heath over there at the Human City Humanity Junction. I'm kidding. Got to remember, all right. So we did one industry. Let's sort the cards out. You know, stop the train, put the brakes on. We're gonna come down here. We're gonna grab our pickup, put him in the back of the pile. Grab our Soundtracks card, put him there. And then just kind of level set, see what's next. So we've got reliable lumber coming up. We're picking up 2 cars there and dropping these 2 off. So I'm put these in my pocket or lay them down on the layout here. So we're gonna continue our little runaround right here. We'll just got to pull back a little bit more right there, and then we'll come down the sort of the secondary line right there. We'll come all the way down here. I know I'm swinging you around. We'll pick up our 2 empty wood cars right here, get them out of the way, and then do our drop-offs. So let's see here. I'm going to try to position the camera here where you get the most view without having to look at too much other crud. Okay, there we go. Half a car to go there. All right, right there's good. Right there is good. We're like way under the bridge back there. I'll try to speed it up just a little bit because I mean, we don't want to have like a 3-hour movie here. Although I could tell you a good switching operation with some halfway decent chit chat and narration, and I'll watch it for 3 hours. Bring you in a little bit closer here just to start out with. Right there is good. All right, so we're gonna come down into the main industry lead right there. We'll just come down here to the taco shop for right now, because then I gotta switch out my, well, not switch out my battery. I gotta let my camera cool down a little bit. This video is so long, I'm already on the 2nd battery, and even though it's like I don't know, 55 degrees in here, the camera's starting to overheat a little bit. All right, right there. I'm gonna let the camera cool off, and we'll continue on. All right, gave the camera a little bit of time to cool down here. And let's just, before we run into the street, take a quick look and just confirm what we're doing here again. Yeah, dropping those 2 guys off, picking up the other 2 empties right there. And we got to get Carl, our little industry rep right here. He's got to come over here and remove our blue flag. Let me swing you around here a little bit. There we go. And we can start shoving back over here. I'm going to reposition the camera here in a second. Ooh, it's chilly outside. I went outside there in between a camera cool down session right here. A little bit of drizzle there today. It's one of our rainy day type of days here in Southern California. We'll slow it down over here, and right there's good. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like the way I have got this set up here. You know, it definitely does sort of mimic the proto throttle, meaning that, you know, you have to select forward, reverse, throttle up or down. Brake is a separate button, you know, that sort of thing. I think if the proto throttle wasn't as much as it is, what is it, like $600 or something like that? I would definitely probably give it a shot. Who knows? I might do that in the future. All right, we'll pull these guys out of here. Now we got to figure out where we're going to put these empties, because unfortunately, that big long center beam car is not going to fit in this little section of track, basically from right here over to the street. I think we're going to have to shove them all the way back and into our other cars back over there. But yeah, while I took my little break there, I was thinking about what I was saying about the whole, you know, getting kind of, you know, not getting burnt out. There's so many little things that you could do, you know, just some of them that I've touched on. I know I started talking about that, you know, sort of the buildings and stuff like that. A lot of people get into that. Making scratch buildings and all that kind of stuff. Or even just kit buildings. So yeah, I'm definitely interested to know what you guys think. Or how do you guys stay motivated? I use, as you can tell, a whole combination of things, you know, not just one thing. I also like to look at YouTube videos, which I think kind of spurred this whole train of thought for me. I like to see other people's layouts and stuff like that, see what they're into. A lot of times I get ideas from from you guys, if you're making videos there. Alright, let's see. Make sure you can see that. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we're going to shove those guys all the way back across the street. We got just enough room right there, I think. And barely. Right there at the end of the boomer box car, that blackish looking one. But we're still blocking the street right there. You know what? What the heck? We're going to block the street. Too bad. Yeah, we'll run we're about a third of a car into the street right here. I'm going to disconnect. Sometimes what I could do is they take this flat car that we picked up and just leave them right over here. You know, that way we're not blocking the street, but whatever. We're going to pull on out and keep on going here. Now we're going to have to come back and grab all these guys. And then we still got our gondola for Samford and Son. Half a car to go, right there is good. My fingers are just getting enough finger memory to know where, you know, the buttons are on my layout right here. So I'm not always looking down at, you know, at the phone. And we'll get these two guys dropped off here. Oh, you know what? One of the other things while we're running back here, I have kind of instituted a little bit of maintenance work on the cars themselves. You know, I don't remember the last time I cleaned the wheels of any of my cars, my rolling stock there. I have been running this place, running the layout here for, well, going on, I think over 4 years now, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, I think I've only cleaned a couple of cars, but doing operations, you know, you kind of notice that stuttering. Let's just stop this guy right there. Right there is good, but yeah, I kind of knew when you're running, you know, doing slow operation switching, you can kind of see the cars sort of, you know, doing that little jerky action like that, you know, like their end scale, almost. But what it is it's all the gunk that gets into the actual wheels. And so what I started doing, like the last week, was every time I brought some cars around to the yard, I would clean all the wheels. So I think I pretty much got almost maybe 90% of all of the wheels cleaned up on the of all the cars on the layout here. They almost all of them are all nice and clean now. Whoop. I know Heath was mentioning in his last video there, he said I should get one of those, you know, gimbals, put it on top of, he's got it kind of on top of a tripod. Now I actually have one of those. I have a gimbal that I've used before in the early days of the layout when I was filming with my cell phone. So the gimbal specific to the cell phone, it won't hold the weight of the camera that I'm filming on right now. So Heath, if you're watching this, that's why I don't use that. All right, let's level set here again, Heath. We dropped our cars off. Let's figure out what we're going to do here. Okay, we dropped these two guys off. So I'm going to reach down here. I'm going to bring up my two pickups here. We'll put these in the appropriate box. We'll take our other pickups here, which is those guys back there. All right, look at that. We got all West Colton, which is my staging. Last car we got to do is our gondola. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to have to back up, grab all our cars over here. I'm going to reposition the camera here a little bit. In this video now, I don't know how long it is, but I got to go do another battery change. All right, fresh battery in the camera. Let's keep on going over here. So yeah, we're going to grab all of our pickups that we dropped off at the end right there. And we still got the one box car way over there by just behind the locomotive. We got to grab him on the way. That was the guy we picked up at Soundtracks. Oh, and Carl over here can put his blue flag back down right there. Yay, we're kind of on a curve right here, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to kind of fudge it right here. This is like Burr Stewart there says, reality model railroading. Sometimes, you know, you just got to get your fingers in there. I know you didn't see it, but here we go. You can see where the street there, it's just a little bit of a curve. So having a little bit of trouble there with the couplers. All right. We got all our cars. We got, Carl's got his blue flag back down. The girls are over here with Lance getting their tacos. Let's head out to Samford and Son, get rid of that gondola. All right, I think we're ready to go. Oh, well, you know what, before we do that though, we still got to pick up that one Soundtracks box car. This is one of the most, this is one of those, like, not signature scene, I guess, but one of the scenic spots on my layout is right over here with the taco shop in Huntington Beach. You know, that's another thing I do is to keep from getting bored, maybe a little bit. I try to kind of working on scenery like I am over there in the orange section where I was showing you earlier, where I was doing the sidewalks and whatnot. I try to kind of, I don't know, use my artistic eyes to see if, you know, see how that scene's coming together and see what I can tweak, you know. That's where I got that. That's where I got that my taller palm trees and whatnot, and the pine tree I made over there, which I'm looking over there. I gotta go fix my palm trees over there. I'm knocking them over. All right, let's grab our one last car, and we're backing up over there from the right. Yeah, anyway, I'm always looking to see how to compose, you know, things specifically for the camera. It would help if we did that, huh? There's certain spots that are photogenic. Right there is good, and then there's certain spots that are not, which is this one right here. This little spot right here is just the worst spot to film. You know, usually I got the little my jack thing here, and then I ended up putting this building here, so you can't really see anything that's happening back here. I've moved this thing, because thankfully it's a my jack. I've moved it out of the way and put it over on like the other end of the layout, and you can see it kind of opens up the space there a little bit. I know I'm babbling on about whatever, but just to kind of show you, sometimes I swing it around and or move it around, and as I swing you around, I put it over here, just specifically for doing videos. All right, we got all of our cars. We've got our locomotive going underneath the bridge there. Let's see, we gotta go reverse, brakes off. We'll get our last, yeah, see, this is just not the photogenic little spot right there. Let's come over here, we'll watch, and I'm gonna swing you around a little bit. We're gonna swing you around, hold on. There we go. We'll watch you guys pull through the, in front of our junkyard, which doesn't have too much junk in it. Now we've got one more car to pick up, and that's that gondola you're looking at, that the full one right there. So what we're gonna do, since we don't want to have a full gondola in front of the car, right there is good, Engineer Rick, right there. I'm gonna cut. Well, not cut. I'm gonna stop the locomotive right there. And I'm actually going to take this center beam, or not center beam, I'm sorry, the bulkhead flat car right here, and we're going to grab our pickup with it. That way, the full gondola doesn't end up right next to the locomotive right there. This is another thing I'm always messing around. My floor is always kind of like uneven or something right here. So I'm always trying to mess with the camera. Like, I think it should be propped up a little bit differently. That's why I'm constantly turning my camera around. There we go. I don't know. That looks somewhat better. All right. Enough cinematography there, Engineer Rick. Let's keep on going here. Okay, I think the next thing I'm going to be doing, or at least I got it in my mind, one of the many next things. Right there is good. I definitely got to get the fascia manual throw for this turnout, because this is like probably the most inaccessible one I have, because I got this giant, supposed to be a eucalyptus tree right there, which is why I have my lock already off of the fascia right there. Whoop, whoop, losing our connectivity right there. There we go. This locomotive does not have a keep alive or current keeper in it. The newest locomotive here. This is the athearn ready to roll SD40T-2 with the Economy decoder in it. And believe it or not, there's not enough room in there. I do have two keep alives. Ooh, hold on, slow it down there. Right there is good. Now we got to give it a little stretch here, but the Economies don't have, at least the one I've got in my locomotive there, do not have the the plug-in connector. So I've got to solder it, hardwire it. Excuse my arm right here. Wait a minute, make sure I get disconnected in the right spot. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. But I have two Soundtrax, current keepers, and they are just too big to fit inside of the locomotive. So I'm gonna get a KA1, a TCS KA1. Those are like the nicest ones. They'll slide right underneath the top of the decoder there, top of the locomotive, without too much trouble. Yeah, I got kind of dirty track right there. Again, this is the hardest part to reach back here, which gets masked when I have all my other locomotives have current keepers or keep alives in them. All right. I'm gonna kind of try to power through this dirty track right back there. But yeah, so that sort of masks that. But now with this guy running over there, I know I got to get back there and do a little bit of cleaning, huh? Right there's good. Alrighty, now I'm gonna come over here. Let me reposition you slightly. I'm gonna try to do this left-handed so I don't get in your way. Right, come on. Alright, I think I got them disconnected. Come on, goodness sakes. Yep, he's good, he's good. I wonder if I left enough room there. Yeah, I think I got enough room just to get by the bulkhead flat right there. Oh my goodness there. You know what? I was just watching the camera as we were backing up, and let's just make sure we got enough space here. Yeah, we do. I'm just going to back them up a little bit right there just to make sure. But I was just checking my camera, and believe it or not, this video is getting so long that I ran out of space on my memory card in the camera, so I had to go offload it. Just to finish up over here, oh my goodness sakes. I hope you like the long videos. I tell you what, if you watch this entire video, let me know in the comments there if you like the long videos, because I do. I put them on in the background sometimes. Ooh, right there, perfect. Oh my goodness! All right, let's give this guy just a little bit of a pullback right there, just to give us a little bit of space. Loosen up the couplers there. There we go. Give us some slack. Yeah, if you like the long videos, let me know. I know not everybody does, or everybody's got the time. No, sit there and watch some guy playing with trains in his garage, for a couple hours. But a lot of times I put on videos like long form videos like this. I put them on in the background, or when I'm going to bed, I'll have my laptop with me. I'll put them on and watch them. I usually fall asleep to them. Hopefully nobody's falling asleep to this. Wake up! We're almost done. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I definitely got to do some cleaning back there, like I said. All right, we are almost done. We have almost made it to the end here. There we go. All right. We got all our cars. The final thing we got to do over here is our car cards, which I got to go find, because I put them down after the last little thing here. I think I put them inside. I got to go grab them. But basically, we're just going to... we're going to pick up our gondola car right here, and we're going to drop the other one off. So I'm going to put that in my pocket. And that's it. We're done. Let's back it on up over here. Brakes are off. We got all the lights are on. Oh yeah. Come on. You can do it. You can do it there. Even the locomotive is like, all right, I'm done. All right, let's watch him come around here. We'll go into the yard. Fix our turnout back there. Do a little flying camera over here. Well, that was fun. Now you kind of get the full view of what it's like to run an entire operating session over here on my layout. And we only did 3 industries, right? Now I'm going to back up over here and get across our bridge. Hopefully I don't hit anything with the camera tripod legs here. We'll get our bridge down. It gets cold over here, and stuff kind of starts moving around. Hopefully we won't have too much trouble with the bridge connector track right there. Let's see where we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go there, and there. All right. All right, we'll get the oscillating light off. Let's back up over here. We'll watch the guys roll in. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and all that stuff on this long operating session here. We'll pull on through, and then once we're all into the yard, we'll shut her down, put the car cards away, and call it a day. We got about half a car to go right here. Come on there, camera tripod. All right, right there is good. Ooh, looking nice. All those cars over there. Come over here and look at this nice locomotive as I kick the camera. All right, we'll shut her down. And power off the track, and let's go ahead and exit our train driver here, get that put away. All right, guys, that's it. That's my operating session here. I got one car card to put away because I got to go find the other ones. Like I said, I left them had them in my pocket. I left them inside when I went over there to offload everything from the camera. But there we go. We've got everything in the yard right here. I take my, we're on track 3, so I'm going to put at least that car right there. I'll grab the other ones. And call it a night, guys. Hope you enjoyed that long form video again. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.